Oh.
It's a game, Lawrence.
Yeah,
you hold on to the controller.
Gotta hold the controller at every
Never
second.
put the controller down.
Resident Evil 4 taught me well. I've already lost my lessons, though. Little oily steps. Ah, so spooky.
Yeah, is he leaving the oil? Is
Yeah,
that
I was
moisture
wondering
from
that.
the world?
I think it might be that the water is seeping up from the ground.
I think it's bleed over from the land of the dead.
Spoiler.
Because this is one of the few times that dead entities physically interact with the realm of the
I
living.
think it's unbleached tips and the grease.
Very oily.
Can we start referring to just regular hair color as unbleached
Yeah.
tips? Like,
Don't cry, Leo.
So, I love also how like technologically masturbatory this game is because they focus on people crying a lot.
It's not even their engine.
Really? Wait, I thought who made this?
Gorilla.
engine? Oh no shit!
Yeah,
This is the
Decimal.
Horizon Zero Dawn engine?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
do people cry a lot in that game?
No,
All right.
not
Okay.
really.
Do you get a bow and arrow in this game?
Hope so. God.
Not yet. You actually have. Oh wait, no. I did get. I was like, I haven't gotten any weapons yet. However, I did get a vial of Norman Reedus bathwater.
He's crying too. Everyone's crying.
Yeah, you. Well, there's actually a lore reason for that.
I believe you.
Okay. We'll get there. Don't worry about it. We'll get there.
Oh God, what a difficult day.
The tears look pretty though.
They do. They do. See what I mean? He's got like kind of a rib cage. He's got a muscly gut.
Yeah,
C-sex
his pecs
scar.
could use some work.
I don't mind
That's
him.
definitely not his body. I'll say that.
Oh, devastating.
Norman Reedus may be in good shape, but he doesn't look like that.
Nah.
That dude, that body is like 195 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah.
Well, this is the great part about video games. You can be an actor, look way better than you ever would.
Fuck, Henry Cavill's gonna shit himself when he sees this.
What? All they had to do was drag the slider up. What did I do all those deadlifts for?
What's the time fall? That's just the
That's the
rain.
rain.
Spot of gray bleach. I guess we're. Oh yeah.
Lawrence, how come you don't have a leather jacket that has your name all over it?
I have asked myself that ever since.
Yeah, people are gonna cosplay the shit out of her.
Yeah. Well, and Kojima's talked about that before. How he designed Quiet. And he was like, I had to make this so that women had something to dress up as. And it's also just part of the marketing in Japan.
That
You need a
seems
hot girl.
worse.
Yeah.
No
Thank
one's-
you, Kojima.
No one's ever dressed up as anything other than that. Oh no, blorgworms.
Of course.
They're so cute.
Yeah, it actually is pretty cute.
I like thinking of a script. She drops her bag on the ground. A bunch of glowworms float up from them. They squiddle around.
She takes a bite.
Yeah. Her individual teeth crunch down. Delightful.
You can count her
Independently.
eyebrow hairs. It makes the scene much more important.
Yeah.
I remember when trying to render individual hair made a video game character look horrific. And now it's finally getting better,
Yeah.
but I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss individual teeth looking rancid, and I miss individual hairs looking awful.
Not a fan of the teeth.
No? You
No.
prefer they have just like one denture anime
Everyone
thing?
should look like Sonic.
Yep.
Until Dawn has great individual teeth for all of them.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always.
Yeah, they've got
Like
Well,
great
this.
teeth.
Until Dawn loses you in the fact that anytime anyone's waiting, their faces just overexpress.
Yeah.
They're always like, for no reason. They do have good faces in that game, though.
Quality faces. You can make a top 10 video game faces video.
We played,
Hayden
we played
Panettiere or
LA
whatever.
Noire earlier today, so
Okay, yeah,
you're
that
coming
works.
at me about best faces.
Quality face.
I mean, I still think LA Noir's faces are like shockingly good.
Yeah.
It catches me off guard.
Would you rather have a cool Blade Runner umbrella or a hood that has your name on it?
Probably the hood. The umbrella looks useless.
I want someone to make that umbrella in real life, which I'm sure has already happened. And I want someone to just pour the slightest amount of water on
See what
top so you
happens.
can see the mousetrap series of events where it pours right down on your head.
Yeah, I think that's already $2,000 on the Koji Pro Store.
Sounds PT.
Oh no, it's happening. My brother went back in time and I'm slowly starting to disappear.
I'm becoming him. I have to have sex with my mom.
Is it true you invented rock and roll? Well, I stole it from a black guy, and then I went back in time, and then I gave it to him.
Man, could you
That makes
imagine-
sense.
Could you imagine inventing rock and roll for Chuck Berry? That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also banging your mom? That's the perfect day.
Well, he didn't even get to bang his mom,
Ah,
but he could have.
Yeah.
She wanted to.
That's the important thing. Once the conquest is done, you don't actually have to go through with the rest of it.
What are smart drugs?
Well, I mean, they know when you need to take them. They let you know.
Now.
Yeah,
We're
now.
probably not that far off of that,
The
right?
answer is now. A bit. I mean, you have people have insulin things that go off when they need to go to the bathroom to shoot up.
Yeah.
I know
Which
it's
is
heroin.
Definitely what they do, yeah.
So you have stamina and blood, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He has sparkle blood too, which is kind of interesting.
Like a vampire?
Yep.
Oh no, they just sparkle.
They
And
just
I think those
sparkle.
interactions are very cute.
What is that?
Well,
Does
yeah,
that
vampires
serve a
wouldn't
purpose?
have blood, right?
I don't know. I've never seen Twilight.
Vampires
and I forgot
have
that they
blood.
I forgot they themselves sparkle.
Yes, the
Yeah,
bodies
vamp-
sparkle.
Vampires definitely have blood, though, because generally
Do they?
it's if you are
Oh, because you have to drink a vampire's blood to
if
become
you
a
drink a
vampire.
vampire's blood is how you become a vampire. If you're just
Oh.
bit by one, then you just get drained.
Oh,
They would also not be able to get boners, most importantly, without
That's true.
blood.
Oh, balance. I see.
that is important. I like to think they permanently have boners because they're dead.
Mm-hmm. Is
Well,
that a wooden
rigor
stake
mortis.
in your pocket,
Yeah.
or is it your permabone?
Oh, please, come on. Rigor mortis only affects muscles. There's no boner muscle. I mean, there is that one little one under that little guy kind of under, where you
Mhm.
can make him jump, but that's it.
Well, if you died and you had a boner, the boner would stay, right?
No, because all the
If you
blood,
hit it with
Blood would
something-
blood
leave.
would stop pumping and it'd settle.
You got to
It
hit it
probably-
with the
I-
dry
that's
ice.
Your,
devastating.
your dick probably looks big when you're dead, though. Big and
Oh, yeah,
flaccid.
because
because
yeah,
all the
'cause your
blood
body
settles
shrinks.
down there.
That's like the magic inch you get for finally shaving your pubic hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, except death.
What was that movie? 13 grams, 29 grams, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
I know what you're
when
talking
someone
about.
dies, they lose a magic amount of weight just instantly, and that represents the soul. No,
No.
it's actually dick weight.
Boner weight, yeah.
Does that show the power of the current?
Sort of, yeah. It gives you a readout of the ease of traverse of all the terrain in front of you.
I see. Oh, so red is bad.
So much tech.
Blue is good.
Yeah, right. It's future tech. Can't wait to see what the energy drinks look like. Keep hitting that.
I feel like I like the way they did this versus the way it looks in like Arkham Asylum, where the entire world goes blue.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it's not. It's like it's just a pulse too. It's not a
Yeah.
turn on, turn off thing. And give this the old sprint.
Uh-oh, come in.
Oh boy.
Kojima?
I do have an alarm set because I am bidding on something
Ooh.
Okay.
in the next half hour.
Is it a
Alright.
Batman figure?
It is not.
Oh. Well, why are you bidding on it?
Well, I mean, it is an action figure. It's
Okay.
just not Batman.
Oh, I almost didn't eat a worm.
Oh,
Give me that.
Oh, float worm.
Yum. Did you get it?
Tobiotes.
Yeah, your blood levels have been restored.
Cool.
You said cool,
This game
which
is
is a
very
word that
cool.
normally indicates enthusiasm for something, but the way you said it makes me feel
No,
like
I
you
think it's
weren't.
cool.
It
I
is
think
very
it's
cool.
cool.
Are you gonna play this, Elise?
Yeah.
Finish it?
No.
Is that
I
fish?
mean, I am. Here's the thing, though, is like,
Oh.
I do want to see diversity within the gameplay, and my
Mm-hmm.
main concern is that it would take a long time to reach, kind of different milestones of the game.
But
What are you
there's a
talking about?
fish right here.
There's a fish right here.
Are we gonna grab that fish?
No,
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, I'm gonna get him.
Grab
I'm
that
cornering
fish.
him. Oh,
Damn.
oh, it's just
Grip for balance.
Who would have thought cornering a fish doesn't work?
Kojima. What
Shocking.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Someone needs to recut this only with Link
Link sound effects.
sound effects.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, ah.
a hack. He's the perfect man.
Link?
Yeah. Because he does whatever you tell him to, and he doesn't talk.
A good point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Will run errands for Princess.
Yeah. He runs a lot.
Yeah.
He probably smells like shit,
You
but
take care of most of all the business you need getting taken care of while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd probably fix the refrigerator. Man.
What do you? Oh, that's your buzz, your thing recharges.
Yeah, that was
so you
me.
can't do it over and over and over again.
I mean, you probably could. I don't know how often you can try to hammer it here.
And now you can do it again.
Yeah, okay. You can stack it if you really want to.
Pretty close.
So wait, are these smart drugs just scattered around? Is that what we're seeing?
Sort of. So yeah, there are other porters in the world, and they don't always finish their deliveries.
Idiots.
So I'm having to pick up the slack of a bunch of other idiots. That there's actually some really great lore explaining where the porters come from and why they deliver stuff. I don't know. I don't
What
know if
is
you guys,
it?
No, tell us.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but
No, I care.
you get likes for all of the activities you do because that's the currency in this world.
I remember.
Likes?
Yeah.
Social media likes. That's it. That's what you get paid in.
I can't tell.
Finally.
I honestly don't know if you're
No, he's
making a
being
joke.
completely serious.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm being 100%
There's social
serious.
media. There's a social media element in the world of the game.
Sort of. It's more like social media has become human society. There's not a lot of human beings left alive,
Okay.
so there's not actually any functioning social media as we know it. It's more that just likes have become the world's currency. And you do activities for likes. But as far as I can tell,
It's not that far off.
you don't actually spend the likes on anything. You just accumulate them as a human being.
I mean, that's right.
Pretty
isn't it?
pretty spot on.
Kojima! He's thinking. I don't think I have.
So you like post a selfie of you eating one of those little baby worms,
Hold on, he's
and
gonna
you
pee.
get the likes.
Well, I think you have to.
Only 7
Do
milliliters.
things.
Oh, it has to be like
Mm.
tasks.
Can you
for
turn on the
people
camera?
and stuff.
Oh, you're out.
Yes. Yes!
Do you think there's an achievement, or excuse me, a trophy for holding your urine for the whole game?
Probably.
Well, now I'm not going to get it, damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, let me put on my sweet sunglasses. There they are. Now I'm doing it.
Look at you, huh?
I'm Norman Reedus.
That's what I like to do after I pee in a stream and then stand valiantly on a rock.
Yeah, don't wash my hands. Wait, if he had timefall on his hands, his dick would have gotten all old. Oh, wait, no.
I don't
There's
think
lore
it
for that.
transfers.
Never mind.
I was gonna say, so the time fall's temporary.
Yeah, so yeah, there is lore. The timefall, it hyper ages anything it comes in contact with, but after that, it immediately just turns into normal water.
Oh, well, but what about the stuff that hit his hair? He got one droplet on his hair and it
Yeah.
went gray. So is it gray forever?
Yes. If
Doesn't
it hits
look
something,
gray.
because like Fragile got soaked in timefall from her neck to her feet, which is why she wears a full bodysuit.
So she doesn't even have a banging rack.
No, it's all shriveled and old lady.
What a shame.
Devastating, yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, like, gravity looked pretty good. You know, her butt was.
It's
the leather.
To just really good tights.
Yeah.
She's holding it all in.
She wore Spanx. Is there
That's-
Spanx in this
that's a
world?
shame.
Yeah.
Cyber Spanx. Oh,
So he's only been
little
hit. So he's only been hit by one drop.
No, you got hit
Of
on the
that-
hand as well.
Yeah.
Well, but on his hair, he got hit by one drop, and it's only happened one time, and we happened to be there for the witnessing of it the
Yep.
one time.
Yep.
I mean, maybe it happened before and his hair just grew out again.
I don't
Never know.
about that. It gets the root.
Could happen.
It gets the root.
Can I walk through this? Maybe I can walk
It's
through
an electric fence. Oh, it's probably a
Some kind of
city
force field.
barrier. Oh, keeps the ghosts out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, let me hold my backpack.
this.
That would not be comfortable.
It's not. It is fun to stack up a lot of suitcases on this old dude.
Just to torture him.
Yeah, he starts teetering.
Oh.
You gotta you actually have to use the whole mechanic of this game. No joke, is running in a straight line, which gets fairly difficult to do because you have to make him lean one way or the other because then he'll just fall over if you have too much shit on his back. No, Norman. Wait, his name is Sam. Never mind.
Oh,
Say
Sam.
Sam or Norman or whatever.
I'm Snake.
Yeah, he's pretty snaky. There are conversations where he totally just repeats what people say back to them again. In his grizzled snake voice. Got it.
So you delivered your boxes, huh?
Yep.
That's what I was
Look
doing.
at that.
And
I'm here.
that's it. That's the whole game.
That's the game. We did it.
We figured it out.
Now we get to enjoy another delightful cutscene. Hopefully I'm wearing these glasses.
You should be. If not, I'm returning this review copy. Thank you
Yeah.
to Sony for providing this.
I remember her from the trailer.
Is she ruined by old fall?
Who knows? She's a hologram.
No, she has a demon baby. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
There's really nothing else to say.
Great.
All right, got it.
Great.
Everyone comes with a little bit of baggage, and
Yep.
that's kind of a pun. Oh, she got handcuffs. Did you guys see that? Movie
Style
details.
choice.
She has handcuffs. This represents the fact that she has been in handcuffs before.
So how many likes am I going to get? Hold on. Let me stack them up here.
28,
Plus
120,
They just keep going up.
Only 8%.
and then 36 more.
Yeah, I whacked those I whacked them
That's
into boxes a little
an
bit.
amount that I could figure out if I was good at maths.
It's down there, 184.
Thank you.
In the future, no one has to add.
Thank fuck.
Whoa!
So, do you know if, like, for example, I play the game and I do a task and I get 1 level of likes, and then Lawrence does the same task, but there's something he does differently in his that he can get a different amount?
Yes. Oh. And then that's why we stopped being friends with Lawrence, because he has less likes than you, and that's all we care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
sorry,
social
Lawrence.
class.
Yeah.
It's okay. I knew this was coming.
How
How
many
it
likes
has to
does it
go.
cost to buy a motorcycle?
Yeah, I really need to get my motorcycle back.
That's you. Time for
No.
your porter
Oh,
grade.
yeah, way to taunt us with the fact that he's on a vehicle there.
Oh, he did do it on hard.
He
Never
did.
forget.
I'm sure that matters. Stats went up. I'm sure
As-
that does something.
Did you feel like this game was more challenging because you were on hard?
Well, I was playing it on hard before, so.
I see.
When you play every game on hard, it's hard to compare hard to hard, because that's normal for Lawrence.
It is.
Yeah, it's like basically easy for him.
Maybe
Oh,
if there was
okay.
some
If a
kind of
game doesn't
super
have
hard-
When we
nightmare
told
mode.
Lawrence there were other difficulty levels, he laughed.
Yeah.
He thought that was a joke. We
And
made
then
that up
bleached
as
his
a joke.
eyes so that
Yeah.
he could unsee that.
When are people going to bleach their eyebrow tips?
I feel like people probably
People do.
have.
Like their
Miley Cyrus
eyelashes,
did that
you
one
mean?
time.
Oh, lame. It's so cooler when I do it.
Idiot car coming through. we here in this future know how to make cars normal. We just choose not to. Anyway, it has to do this whole thing now where we come down.
I really.
Hydraulic fuel is expensive.
This is like the
There we go.
18th time we've seen Hideo Kojima's name. Jesus.
Well, he did a lot.
It's a Hideo Kojima game.
Sam Porter, I presume? Right.
If you're playing this game on hard, do you think that there's like 2 or 3 beats extra between every line of dialogue to test your patience?
Yes.
So it makes the cutscenes harder to get through too.
Not harder to get through, just harder to understand. I want my narrative understanding to be challenged in the way that my hard gamer skills are.
Got it.
Churches. Chivarches.
Yeah.
Virtues. We wrote a song.
Do you think that Jeff Keighley connected Churches
Oh,
with
absolutely.
Kojima? Because Churches performed at the Game Awards?
The
Definitely.
real question is, end
Movie
of the
details.
game, is there special thanks to Jeff Keighley?
Yeah.
Probably,
I mean,
yeah.
he's in the game.
Yeah. Special
Oh yeah, he has
thanks.
to be in the
Oh,
credits.
yeah, he
True.
has to be
Can they put him in
special
twice? You put someone in
I
special
believe
thanks
it.
and
Jeff
the
Keighley,
credits?
Do you think Mads Mikkelsen is going to be above Jeff Keighley in the special things?
No.
Ooh. I actually do think Kojima might like Mads Mikkelsen more than he likes Jeff Keighley.
No.
Yeah.
We're going to cut that from the
No.
video.
Absolutely not.
When I face that, who knows when
And he'll go necro.
closest incinerators to the north? This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another? I wish I could, but
It's a
there's
BT,
no
Lawrence.
A
Or Alana,
beached
so
thing.
everybody knows.
Oh,
Beach
sorry.
Oh,
thing.
it's
Is that
big,
what it-
it's big
is that
titty.
what it really is? Beach thing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If only it were Big Titty.
This
God
is-
damn.
This is like when I played Final Fantasy 13 for the first time. And they're like, the Lassie are here, and they're trying to take all the Falsi and make Seaths. I'm like,
Just use real words.
what? Excuse me? Oh, I see. Static. It's because he drags his feet when he walks. And that's not grass, it's carpet.
In the grim dark future, the world is covered in carpet. And no one vacuums.
Then Bridges hereby enters into a
You guys ever have that great experience where you go like 3 months without vacuuming because you just forget to? And then you do, and you realize how disgusting your carpet was, and you just kind of roll around on it because it's all clean for
My
once?
apartment is all like,
That's why we came
I don't know what the substance is, but it's not carpet on the floor. So if I
Vinyl.
don't vacuum in a week and I live near the beach, it's just a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having any kind of hard floor really reveals to you how disgusting most floors are all the time.
We have
Yep.
dogs, so we kind of have to constantly be
Right.
cleaning.
Yeah, none of us out here going 3 months without vacuuming, Lawrence, you heathen.
What? Sorry, I was lost in lore.
Punch your face out, baby.
roll out.
I may look like a baby, but I'm older than you.
Bridge babies don't last very long.
What's a bridge baby?
You just saw one.
It's like a Jeff or a Bo, but younger.
Yeah, they call them BBs, but short for bridge baby. There's a lot of acronyms in
Is
this.
it because they live in between worlds? Because they haven't been born yet?
I mean,
Did you guys
literally,
know
yes.
Hideo Kojima worked on this game?
Wait, what?
Oh, this is a Kojima game.
Yeah.
Was he like
Holy
a developer?
I've been wondering what he's been doing. Yeah, I think he worked on like Animal Crossing maybe.
I'll just follow him on Twitter. He knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll meet him someday. I think I threw a boomerang at him one time.
Show us the baby again.
World was different when I was a kid. America was a country.
Yeah, this is a weird sequence. You're just kind of like kneeling in the back of a truck,
Yeah.
basically on the tailgate. So the one thing that I was noticing playing this, and also Shadow of the Tomb Raider does this a lot, is that when you're in a video game, obviously camera has no dimension. It's just a point in space. So you can move it around a human actor and get uncomfortably close to them.
Yeah.
So it kind of exposes a cool new layer of cinematography that you can't really do in traditional films. I know that like people use computers in movies, but then there's stuff like this, just weird experiments where like, why not let the player look around with the slowest camera pan in the world?
Well, this is a.
Wait, that's not pan. What is that called?
That's a. That's
Which, talking about Pan?
Pan is left and right, isn't
That's
it?
a pan.
Oh, okay. I thought
You were
pan
thinking
was
of a dolly.
shifting. Yes.
Well, a dolly is technically.
That
Excuse
was
me.
close.
Sorry. So a pan is the camera in one point turning
Fixed,
left
turning
and
left
right.
and right.
A dolly is
Sliding.
the camera in one point going closer or further from an object. Then there is
The tilt is up and down.
Tilt is up and down, and then what is it? It's
When it slides
Pillar?
across.
I think it's pillar.
Uh,
Is when it is high and then lowers,
There's 360 no scope.
and then there's
Just
360
see
no
that.
scope.
Yep.
Tracking is when it goes.
Follow the action.
It stays. It's like a dolly that follows something.
But I don't remember what the word is for when something, it's a slider.
Tracking.
That's tracking?
That's tracking, I believe. That's a tracking shot. We did it. Is
We
that
know more
corpse
than Kojima.
bleeding?
Yeah, bleeding up.
Right.
Oil.
Great.
It's
All right.
becoming a BT, which is not good.
So anyway, to answer your question, they wanted to do a big cutscene, and then they were like, "Well, how can we put the minimum amount of interactivity into this scene? We'll give them control of this
Yeah,
camera."
but why this one? He was cool not giving us... Hideo was cool not giving us control all the other times.
This one probably has something to do with how they render out the world.
Oh, it might be.
So
Yeah.
it makes sure that you can't see in a place. It's all a magic trick, so they make so you can't see in a place where they have to hide the loading of the world, since it's happening in real time.
I mean, it also could just be because you getting to see around while something like this is happening sort of builds tension. You still
pretty
have control
spooky.
over the camera.
There's like a rope back there. What's that baby see? Baby, what you see?
Oh no.
He's asleep.
He's a BBB, a busted BB.
Wake up, baby.
Why did the car
Okay.
stop? I don't know.
Who's driving?
There's a dude in there. He's gonna be fine.
In this
There's a baby behind the
obnoxiously tall
wheel.
car.
How'd you get out there, baby?
It's a baby in a mayonnaise jar.
Oh, we're missing stuff? Is there stuff happening?
Sorta.
around
You
us?
can't see BTs.
Oh,
They are non-corporeal.
that's convenient.
Only those with. Yes.
Hold on.
You guys probably should have driven at some other point in time.
He's like, thank God that this truck is so tall.
It could have been taller.
But why?
Didn't help him at all. I mean, if a truck is tall, it can probably climb or drive over uneven terrain easier.
Well, it also means that the slightest turn causes it to tip and roll.
Yeah, I had one of those like hippie
Pedestal.
vans, which is just like it's just a giant rectangle. Oh yeah, that. But yeah, it's real top heavy. So yeah, anytime I would turn, the whole thing would just kind of really lilt on its axis. Kind of freaked people out. I never flipped it over. Couldn't get that speed demon up past 60 most of the time. I got a speeding ticket for going 75 in that once.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
What was the
yeah.
speed limit?
I think it was like 60. It was a speed trap,
Oh,
but
that's-
the cop pulled me over and they're like, "How fast were you going?" And I was like, "You tell me. How'd you catch me?"
I've almost been in America for
Not fast enough.
5 years, and of all the driving I did, which was mostly in the Bay Area, not once ever got pulled over. Whereas in Australia, it was like once every few months. And they had all of these drink driving stops where you would have to pull over and get a breathalyzer test. I just never see that in the US.
So I can tell you, growing up in suburbia, North Carolina, they were all over the place. I think it's because if you try it in a city, it will fuck
Oh, just
shit
congestion.
up.
True.
And people will be like, I will vote the mayor out of office if you make
True.
make my commute even the slightest bit longer or whatever.
I guess both the cities I've lived in have had insane traffic over here.
They've had checkpoints in Hollywood before. but
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Oh, he's getting old.
He's
We should
getting
cover his
old.
face. Cover my face.
Well, this is from the
Yeah.
original stuff they
Yeah.
released.
We can skip it if you want, because it is just that entire
But
scene.
the context of it now. I like when the old guy goes. I'm an old man now, but I gotta cover my mouth.
I've seen this.
Yeah, this has definitely been shown.
Still cool though.
It's very, very cool. That Decima engine though.
And now, since it's not just pulled out of the game, we have the context to understand what it all means.
Well, and they're gameplay
I completely
tutorializing
understand
you too, which is it's something that I like. The thing points to where BTs are, and it freaks out when they're closer, which is, I don't know. It's smart. It's smart to combine gameplay tutorials and those fancy cutscenes. Turns out Kojima knows a thing or two.
Who?
This is probably the most PT part of this.
I know that we did a video where we were trying to figure out what all of this meant. I'm curious how close we were.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I was 100% right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's checks out.
All right, so the bag with a body in it got a gold face on it and then disappeared into the ground and now is a shadow.
It is a BT now, yes.
Mm-hmm. With hand feet, as you do.
Okay.
So does anyone who dies... I don't even know what question to
They're
ask.
trying to prevent that.
Well,
Yeah, they get stuck. They get stuck in the realm of the dead.
but does that apply to just any human that dies, or they have to die by a specific way?
That's the implication. Yeah, it's any human that dies that isn't incinerated in a very short amount of time. However, when you incinerate a dead human, it also releases a very bad toxin into the atmosphere. So you can't just burn a body wherever, because if it's near a human settlement, it'll infect all of them and kill them too.
Cover the baby's eyes.
No, not
Yeah.
the baby.
I mean, the baby's asleep, so whatever. Yeah, the rules of the world are pretty brutal, and actually makes sense why it might wipe out most of humanity before people could figure out what was going on.
I don't know why he said sorry. Seems like he was doing something nice.
You got a baby too.
That's some other soldier guy who shows up.
Baby, check this
Baby
out.
awake! Baby do flip!
Oh, no, that guy's gone now. Yeah, this makes sense now.
Yeah.
Now that I have the context
Uh-huh.
of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, also, when you are connected to a bridge baby, you can see BTs, but nobody else can. So he can see the creepy, shadowy figures.
Don't throw the baby in the water.
Save yourself, baby.
Jeez.
Well, he threw it because you would need a bridge baby to be able to navigate around BTs. In the lore, in this world, bridge babies are they're equipment. Nobody really thinks of them as alive because they're not.
Okay.
To James's earlier question, bridge babies are pulled out of stillborn mothers, or sorry, they're pulled stillborn out of dead mothers, or brain dead mothers. So they have a connection to the realm of the dead because they're technically inside of a dead parent.
Got it.
Of course.
However, they're not. Clearly, as you can see, he's inside this ketchup jar. So to keep them from freaking out, you have to take them back to rest stations where their little jar gets calibrated to the womb of their dead parent so they stop freaking out.
Okay, important question. Is that what you think a ketchup jar looks like?
It's kind of upside down.
Maybe
It's
you
got the little
said
squeezer
pickles
on the
would be
top, you know?
closer. The brine.
It is pretty briny. I didn't mean the color. I just meant the shape.
It's pronounced catsup.
Yeah. Color-wise, what is that? That amber kind of fluid.
It's the color of your energy. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say urine.
Oh,
But
Well, what if your energy's urine?
you don't know me.
You don't know what I do on the weekends.
Oh, we get to see your butt?
I think
Doesn't the trailer pick up with him on the beach? You see his butt?
How does he already have his necklace?
I had the wildest dream. I
Baby,
dreamt I was
yeah.
in a Hideo Kojima game.
Cool tattoos, though. You got little hand imprints all over his body.
Yeah, on his butt. He's
Two
got
big
two.
ones on his butt. I wish I was that BT or whatever. Like, I'm gonna grab him right in his cheeks. Oh, he has handcuffs too.
Here, baby, let me handcuff you to me. We'll stay together forever.
You'll be my sweet baby. You never leave me, baby.
Uh-oh.
That's what happens when you get attached. They're always gonna hurt you, Norman.
Oh, heck.
Oh, it was a squid
See
baby.
the dick? No dick.
So close, though.
Oh, baby died?
He likes to tease us.
Yes. I think this might be symbolic.
Yeah, I don't know if this
You mean the
is
game?
happening.
Subtle.
Oh, he's Christ type.
So what you call Christians? He's a Christ type.
Well, you know, the archetype in literature or media where it's like the savior, the sacrifice.
Got it. You mean he's like Christ?
He is a Christ type.
What's the world's hottest Christian? And you can't say Jesus.
The world's hottest Christian.
And this can be a fictional character
like
too.
Tony Braxton.
I was gonna say like I guess Chris Pratt's pretty hot. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's very Christian.
Yeah.
To me, they can't be one. It's two separate boxes. You can't be Christian and hot.
And be sexually attractive.
Sorry, not sorry.
Is this our title
Wow.
screen? Yeah.
We made it to the beginning of the
We
game.
did it!
Yes!
Took 45 minutes.
Excellent.
This game is great. You notice how the ocean waves are rolling backwards? Notice that?
Thanks, movie details.
I mean,
Waves usually
don't-
roll forwards, but these are rolling backwards.
Wait, what? Wouldn't they always roll backwards because that's what the moon does to go out to the ocean? It pulls the
Moon
waves
doesn't
back.
make waves. Moon makes tides.
Shit, you're right. He got me there.
I took an oceanography course in
Shit.
college like 400 years ago. Ask me about the ocean. I'm gonna fuck you up with knowledge.
Yeah,
Did you know that it
you would do that.
did
No,
you-
actually, you can tell me more. That sounds very interesting, and I have no idea what's happening in the game right now.
Did you know that if ice didn't float, the world would be frozen? Did you know that?
Why?
Because ice would freeze on the surface and sink, and then ice would freeze again on the surface and sink. So you wouldn't have caps. You would just have a giant block of ice at the North and South Poles, which would stop water circulation around the planet, which also circulates the world's heat.
Cool.
So we would be in an ice age if
It
ice didn't
seems
float.
a weird question because it's like, did you know that if we were right next to the sun, Earth would be hot? Right? Like you're changing how physics works or
Yes,
whatever.
you're-
Like,
yeah, you're absolutely
inherently to get a wacky scenario.
Well, I mean, water is the only substance on the planet that increases in volume when it freezes. The only liquid.
Wow.
And if it weren't like that, we'd all be dead. So, also all of his tattoos disappeared when he got in the baptismal water.
I am clean. Can you swim?
Yes.
Game makes sense now.
in
Yeah.
first person.
I think I figured it out.
Yeah, I understand. I get it now.
Yeah.
Patriot.
Actually, like, kind of disappointed that I figured it out so quickly. I would have preferred if they'd really, like, drag that out through the campaign, keep the mystery up, but...
You repatriating that guy?
I guess. That's me, though.
Yeah, that's Sam, isn't it?
Oh, when I do the little scan thing, his thing pops out. So I guess my soul is separated from my body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess he's looking at me.
you popped there.
A little flick. That's all intentional. This is art. Wait, where'd he go?
Are they all you?
Oh, there he is.
Are all the bodies you?
That'd be cool. So you have to follow the strands.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these people.
We all float down here.
Hey, buddy. I think they float away from you. I don't think you can
Yeah, it
actually
looks
reach
like
them.
it.
Yeah. Oh, Kojima with your tricks.
So lonely.
Lame.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not sure.
You
I
gotta-
remember hearing like this is where you could get power-ups and stuff. I'm looking for-
Power-ups.
Yeah,
I
it's like a
feel
giant floating heart to get your life back.
I feel like that will happen when you've actually died.
Well, good luck that happening.
Baby
So
in there.
cute, but not.
Don't be confused, all right? Babies are just as dangerous as anything else.
So does his wife die?
This must be a baby from his wife.
Yeah,
so his
there's-
wife had a stillborn.
He said his daddy. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no other way for a man to experience any amount of pain unless he's trying to protect his child in a world where his mother's already died.
Well, yeah, otherwise he's a pussy, obviously.
Fucking feelings.
Not a
Get
real
outta
man
Here.
and that.
I want a man who can barely grow a beard and talk gravelly all the time.
But he doesn't approve of a society using his child as a
No.
weapon, as a piece of equipment, like
Mhm.
as Lauren
Tool.
so callously referred to him. So that's why he's taking vengeance, because he doesn't agree with it morally.
No.
All those poor little babies.
How do you cry black stuff or whatever?
That's
How would that come
that's from
from?
Casino Royale.
That's a crossover.
I always love that. They're like, "Yep, his tear ducts accidentally were veins." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. Hey, and the legacy of like Bond villainry. That's one of the lighter touch ones.
Mm-hmm.
A bang which gave rise to life as we know it.
Oh,
Okay.
he
Cool.
did a void out.
And then came the next explosion.
giant
He is a
footprint?
Christ type.
It is.
Or
Movie details.
An explosion. That will be our last.
Death
Another title
Stranding.
card?
Yeah.
It just needs to be Hideo Kojima in case we forgot.
yeah, it's just his face fades in.
I feel like I know a lot more about Death Stranding now. Like, I get it. Like,
Death
I
Stranding
understand
rules.
exactly what it is. What's his name? Why is there a baby?
Baby's so cute. I like it. They're best friends. You can tell. Look at them. Look at all this. Look at all this lore we get on the loading screen. Cryptobiotes.
I trust
Running.
you, baby. And I trust you too, Sam.
Yeah. Thumbs up. Man. Why aren't there more madcap action comedy capers that involve a grown man partnering with a baby?
There are a lot of grown men partnering with dogs and children, but not nearly enough of them partnering with babies.
Yeah. Baby's Day Out tried its best to put a leading man role in the diapers that they belong.
What happens in Boss Baby?
It's a kid, and then his parents have another child, but it turns out that the industry of baby, there's an industry of baby,
Okay.
and he's like upper management within the industry of being babies, and so the major conflict is that they're losing out on cuteness to puppies.
Okay.
And so he's working with other babies in the neighborhood. And then, of course, his older brother, it's supposed to be a secret, but his older brother finds out that he's super smart. So now they're balancing that whole jazz.
Got it.
But then they have to go, and it turns out that there was a rebellious baby who is actively working against babies.
For puppies?
For puppies.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I never watched it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, everybody's got Apple Watches in the future.
Can you turn it up so I can hear not Guillermo's
Yeah.
voice?
Doesn't
Jesse
sound at all like
Corti.
him.
I do like his Frankenstein scar on his forehead, though.
Yeah.
So much good cosplay. Got to get that big red vinyl jacket. It's going to squeak so much. I'm going to sweat my ass off in that thing. Going to smell like a baked sock.
I do like that he was like, oh my god, we should get Guillermo del Toro in the game. But then it was like they went to Guillermo, and then they were like, so it's going to be about 14 months of going to do mocap in the studio and performance capture and VO and all kinds of stuff. And Guillermo's like, no, absolutely not. And they're like, all right, we'll just get some other
We
guy
can't
to do
pay you, but it'll be great for exposure. People might see, pens, whatever. I don't know what kind of shit you make.
There's no explosions in it. Who gives a shit? Does somebody fly? No.
Nope.
Nobody cares.
Cufflink's already a thing, Kojima.
No, he invented it.
Oh.
He invented it because this has lasers.
I like that you still have your glasses on the whole time.
When your custom character's in the cutscene. You can customize the color, which I'm very excited to do. This black is not working for me.
That time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you.
Excuse me?
Nice.
What does that even mean?
I mean, isn't that the ultimate dream, though? Getting jerked off while you're asleep, so you don't even have to, care? I
Is
think
it?
so. I can just wake up and be like, I came at some point. And just go on about my day.
I don't know about that.
It's a nuisance, I say. Get it done while I'm taking care of something else.
Wow.
Multitask.
For obvious reasons. And your broken bridge, baby. All right.
The BBB.
Don't call him that.
It's not broken, it's just different.
It didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost
See how callous they are? This is what drove Mads Mikkelsen crazy.
He didn't get enough likes on his Facebook post.
HQ, all of Rutherford, every soul in Central Knot City.
Because of the knots and the strands and the ropes. And it's all coming together. It's all ties together.
Nice.
Or should I say, our new headquarters?
Sudbury. Like on Sudbury, Ontario?
That's what they're referencing, yeah.
I mean, you are in the continent, you are in North America.
Yeah.
The map is very definitely.
I think they don't call it America anymore, though, right?
No.
Oh, there's your monster.
Nice.
Yes.
So much has changed, but At least one thing
Monster
remains
around.
the same. We are home.
I think at this point, Kojima was like, yes, the viewer will be so frustrated and exhausted with all this new information we're hitting them with. We need to give them one comfort, one reminder of home, an emotional anchor that can be there in the dark times.
I want it to be basically the original Planet of the Apes, where you don't realize that it takes place in America until the very end when he's trying to escape and he uncovers a Monster energy drink. He goes, "You blew it up! You did it!"
Oh yeah, he's also like allergic to human touch. Yeah.
Is that a real thing? Aphenphosphobia.
His hands look so tiny when he like makes fists because his arms are huge.
Yeah, you can't work your hands out. Well, no, you can. There's those grip things.
Yeah,
but
but that
it doesn't
make
make your hands bigger.
Yeah, it's only this. You
bummer.
gotta get hand extensions, and they're painful.
Hand extensions?
Yeah. You want big hands?
Like Gattaca?
I'm way too into this story.
Thank you, please. I'm actually like low level pissed that anyone talks during cutscenes. Why would anyone do that? So I'm glad that you're enjoying the cutscene.
I'm just.
Says-
I've got 25 seconds left on this bid. Oh,
Is it a bid for a special copy of Death Stranding?
I do want to get that baby when it's on eBay. I didn't want the whole collector's edition, but I'm gonna go for that baby.
I want that controller. Hopefully people sell that separately.
What do you want, Elise?
Oh man, I mean, I guess if I could get a lock of Norman Reedus's hair unbleached.
Oh, yeah.
So extra oily. I want a in-game item that is a lock of his hair, just so I can have it in my inventory at all times.
I got it. Success.
Yes! Oh, it's the best day! You got Death Stranding, a lot of one, whatever that thing she was bidding on is.
Action figures.
Wait, multiple?
No, just
And
one.
Was it a lot?
why
Oh,
he's
just one.
crying.
He says he's having an allergic reaction to being a hologram or a
Yeah.
chirogram or whatever.
The chiral transmission.
So that still doesn't explain why the other ones were crying.
Was she
Because
a
they were
hologram?
transmissions as
There's
well.
there's something about you are basically allergic to the realm of the dead, I think.
Okay.
Unless there's another thing, but it does seem like they found some way to harness the link between the world of the living and the world of the dead, and that's this game's version of the internet. So Hideo Kojima with his spicy takes, maybe saying something like, interacting with people through the internet is slowly killing you, kind of thing.
Do you know yet if they give backstory on his scar?
Like all the hand
Guillermo's?
scar.
Well, not that we know yet. No.
No, not yet. Okay.
Oh, his forehead scar.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Have you gotten to that point in the game, or do they ever? Maybe.
He was a
I imagine
professional
so.
wrestler, and he fought on the indie scene for a long time.
Oh, did you consult on this game?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He's did a lot of blading.
Man, that is not a good look. Having all those blade scars on your forehead.
What is blading?
So to make wrestling matches seem more dramatic, they would force bleeds. So
Oh.
like they'd force bleeds, and basically they would hide a razor blade within their costuming somewhere. And then at some point in the match, say they get thrown, slammed really hard, while the other wrestler's doing some sort of distraction, they take the blade out and then they
Cut
cut
themselves?
themselves along the forehead because you bleed so much
Oh my
from your
God.
forehead. And then you just do a small incision, and then they'll just like smear it up, and then there's blood everywhere. It's like, that punch bloodied me up.
But yeah, you would have scars from it, right?
But people do it so much that they would scar themselves up.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
If you look up a wrestler called New Jack, he's
Covered in scars?
covered in scars.
Damn. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I gotta just run over there. Easy.
You can do that.
I
I
can do
believe in
that.
you. Oh, it does say off limits.
That's off limits.
Well, I'll go this way. That's a really bad ringtone.
Hey, dead man.
Why is he dead, man, if he's alive?
I don't feel like I'm playing this with Guillermo del Toro
Checkmate,
because
Kojima.
he's not around anymore, and it's just the voice actor who's doing a Guillermo del
Yeah,
Toro.
I'd like it if they had like his face on screen
Yeah.
somewhere or something.
It could be
pops up.
literally anyone.
Maybe if like his picture was on one side of the screen and Sam was on the other side while they were talking to
That'd
each
be
other.
amazing.
Mhm.
That'd be
Black
great.
screen in the back. We don't need to play the
Yeah.
game at the same
Cool
time.
music or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just don't do that. I'm gonna deliver
kind of
this
big
morphine.
stride. He's definitely not running with endurance in mind. Like, he is big stepping.
But look how cool he looks, though.
Running is basically falling
The
forward.
performance capture. Norman, we need you to run cooler. What is it? What? Yeah, just don't look like such a dork.
Straight hands.
Bigger strides. My legs are only so long.
I'm used to riding on motorcycles.
Man, your Sam Porter Bridges' voice is pretty on point.
Here we go.
Are you guys ready for more story?
Is there more story?
Yeah.
We have
That's
to come
really
to a
all I
stopping
want.
point soon.
There might be a little more story coming up. Oh, we get to see what's her name.
Lindsay Wagner?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lindsay Wagner's dope.
Lindsay Wagner?
Also, I'm sorry to spoil things. We may not get to it, but video games accomplished the impossible, which is making an old, dried-up lady actually young and hot again.
Except, flip side, Lawrence, they took a young, hot lady like Leah Seydoux and made her old and dried up.
Well, not her face. I mean, but yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying.
It's true.
Everything comes with a
It's
cost.
true.
One lady's younger, another lady's not. Sunrise, sunset.
Is part of the reason that he doesn't touch anyone because he's allergic to touch, so that way the game can do plot stuff where they're like, oh, you thought they were real, but it's a hologram.
There's an element of that for sure. I mean, they show holograms like walking through people and interacting, but
But this way it keeps it a secret.
I think it's more of a thematic thing. If I'm being honest.
Okay.
He's the one man who can't be close to anyone.
Hmm.
But
But
he's the delivery man, so he brings everyone together. Oh, what a tragedy. I mean, I'm into it. Don't get me wrong. But that like kind of surface level thing, I love it so much, but also hate it.
He's the guy who throws my Amazon packages on the ground and walks away.
Yeah.
You run out to hug him, and he just sprints towards his car.
For too long, I've been wondering, what's their story?
Oh, give me those likes. Give them to me. Yeah. Connection level still just 2 stars though.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, we can't all be perfect delivery men like James's FedEx guy.
Amazon.
Sorry. Is there anyone in this world that knows the name of their Amazon delivery person? Because I feel like
Wait, is it always the same guy?
no, but I feel like I'm missing out on some good old fashioned Americana by not knowing.
I do know that when I was growing up and into my teens, my mother would have an envelope and put some cash in it for the mail person who came by.
Oh.
And she did know that woman's name. So I think in different circles, maybe not as urban circles, there is a world where they do know.
Oh, your postal workers.
Yeah, because the postal worker's there every single day.
Well, I know that the postal guy at my parents' house, my sister would get packages delivered there, and he would make dad jokes about how many packages she was getting. He'd be like, oh, another delivery for Sarah. What's she bought now? Oh.
I'm a postman. I
Hey, I'm a postman.
make these jokes. Why he wear the mask? I want to know why for all these people. Why?
We'll find out.
That's
Why?
character design. Why is Norman Reedus wearing that weird vinyl
So people
top?
can cosplay it.
Wait, President's
Yeah.
his mom?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Except they like.
He's son of president.
It's confusing because they talk to Sam like he doesn't remember those things, but like they understand that he doesn't remember those things. So Die Hardman's like, hey, just by the way, she's your mom, so go talk to her.
Weird.
Yeah, but then Sam seems to remember some things, but just doesn't acknowledge others. Who knows, man?
telling
Kojima's
ya,
off the chain.
Just if you're ever writing anything, don't stop. That's my best advice. Don't stop and think. People are gonna like, this doesn't make any sense.
If you question it, you ruin it.
Just keep going. It will be fine.
James, you're actually 100% right. The second because I feel like some of the most memorable creative works have just been done purely by gut and with no second guessing. What fascinates me is that someone can make a game that is 100% pure gut creative game and somehow get 300 other people to make it with him.
I mean, I imagine that Kojima is hyper meticulous with his storytelling, though, too. Like, he's like, this is my gut, but also law,
Yeah.
and spends a ton of time on it.
That's why it's a Hideo Kojima game.
Exactly.
This is Hideo Kojima.
It's a cool do-rag you have there.
Yeah, you look real thug.
You're gonna have to tell me what I remember because I'm me, but I'm like also the player, and the player only started. So you're gonna have to. We're gonna be juggling this for the rest of the game. She's like, click in on the right stick to crouch.
I love that shit so much.
The eyes look pretty good.
They look amazing.
There's a lot of good.
Fan of the eyelashes too. It's cool that they gave her time to put mascara on.
Yeah.
Not bleach, though.
Bleach those tips.
You're never too close to death to look good, ladies.
I do like that they put the bed in the Oval Office, though.
Or did they?
Madam President.
Seems fine.
We don't need a country.
Thank you.
Anymore.
We do. Alone we have
No, we'll move to the moon. I'm Batman.
Oh,
Ow.
his condition.
Oh,
Ah!
her strands!
Ah!
The cables!
breaking symbolism. I'm so into this. I have to keep saying that, but I'm super into it.
Oh, definitely same.
Look at his little armpit hair poking out. Look at it.
Can you stop objectifying him, please?
I'd like a man
He's
with
having
good
an
pit
important
hair.
moment with his mother.
He doesn't even remember.
It's just like the things. See? Just like the things. The walking things.
It's just me and the baby. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Aww. Her dying words are, "You should get a haircut."
You haven't eaten anything. You're skin and bones.
Remember our mailman? The one with the bad jokes? How's he?
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Man, he's had a bit of a day.
I didn't do it.
Well, I guess now we got a lot of morphine that's going to go unused.
I don't understand. If we're underground, how are there trees outside?
Oh, look how upset Guillermo del Toro seems to be.
I'm so itchy. Oh, it's her.
So cute.
Oh, that
From
is
the
her.
hologram.
Yeah, Mama.
Is that what her name
Oh
is?
yeah,
Mama?
it's Mama.
She hasn't been identified yet, but yeah.
She's like a half Christ.
Yeah.
She's half Christ type. Yeah.
The Mother, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Amelie.
We figured it out.
We did it. We
All
solved
right.
it.
Seems like a good place to stop on this nice, pleasant ending here.
Yeah, very uplifting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
Now
you
the
to
thrust of the
Sony for
story's been
providing us this
established.
copy of this game.
Oh, people
Really appreciate
disappearing.
Yeah, good disclosure there.
Yep.
It wasn't outside. It was inside. Death Stranding. How many title cards can we fit into this
Game
game?
needs a title card every 45 minutes.
I just noticed his dream catcher necklace.
Did you just end this? It looks like
That's
Grandma.
appropriating.
It looks like strands.
It also hangs from his backpack. Oh, she had baby. Is that Bridge baby? Is Norman Reedus baby?
Definitely a bridge baby in there.
But Amelie is not. She might be dead.
Well,
She went
maybe
west.
found a new way.
She's probably alive. Did he just pat his tummy like he's Buddha?
That's a good boy.
Gotta rub that.
I like how. This is actually pretty awesome in terms of like story. So
You
you
okay, little
deliver
guy?
things, right? Because we got a package that kind of needs to go somewhere.
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me like she tried to?
She succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is. Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes. And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have
So
any
every single time that they don't get rid of a body soon enough, it turns into one of those giant monsters and creates a giant crater.
That's
seems
the
like it, yeah.
implication, yeah.
It's It's called a void out. I guess the king demon shows up to swallow the spirit body with its head hand.
Okay.
The only way there is on foot.
Yep, I
So
like it.
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, so from like the footage where it showed him carrying a body wrapped in muslin on his back, that's her body.
That's him taking his own mother to get cremated.
Okay.
Gulp.
Go yeah.
Can I get my motorcycle back at least?
Absolutely not.
No.
Also, carrying bodies is wacky. And sure, those things sure do flop around. You got to do a lot of. You hit one rock, man, and you're just all over the place.
Gotta get those likes, Sam.
Yeah.
So his name is Sam. He is a porter, and he works for bridges.
Yep.
That's correct.
Got it.
But his last name used to be Strand.
Sam Porter Bridges' president's son. Strand.
Got it. Okay. Everything about your name is just
I
identified.
want
Very literal.
So there's that scene that they showed of her young talking with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that happening soon?
It's
Well,
at See You on the Beach, which is where he went when he
Timey-wimey.
died.
Dramatic tension. It would imply that this mission has to be accomplished, and she will get to where she needs to go, and then they will upload her brain into San Junipero, and then she'll be fine. And then she gets to be young for the rest of the game.
And lesbian.
I guess we can stop whenever because I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
feel like
really
we
know.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's only like a couple more minutes. They basically just strap her into your backpack, and then you go off trotting across the open world to burn your mom to death again.
And without her, there would be no bridges.
But yeah, we can stop.